Hi, I'm Tony Fleming, and this is Fleming's Ultimate Garage.
Hey everybody, thanks for joining us on today's video. 76 Cadillac Eldorado Convertible, the last of its kind. You know what? These are the cars that continue to go up in value year after year, especially these ones that are very original and loaded with equipment like this one here. This one has the optional fuel injection in it, okay? This has four-wheel disc brakes. It has four-wheel independent suspension, very much like the Corvette did. It has power windows. It has power seats. It has power locks. It has a power convertible top. It has cruise control. Air conditioning blows ice cold. It's got the original factory stereo, and it's just a cool, cool piece of history. I want to walk around the car for a second, on top of the fact that the color combination is spectacular. Okay, so it's called Calumet, or Calumet, however you want to pronounce it, cream, and with the matching tan interior, what they call fawn, it just looks really cool. So come check this out for a second, because this is kind of cool. So the car's been repainted, all right? And it's just really hard sometimes to show on light color cars, especially white cars, how crisp and clear you can see everything. But the paint is really very, very nice and shiny. You can see it from the video. Plus, these pinstripes here are hand painted on. So that's some sort of Sierra Brown pinstripe in that same family to kind of pull the interior out a little bit, and looks really great. All the chrome and stainless is in really great shape. Emblems there, in case you didn't need to know whether it was a Cadillac or a Cadillac. This folds down on purpose so that people can't break them off. A lot of people didn't know that that's how that works. All right. So here, this car, first off, it has great styling. It is one great looking car. The color matched wheel covers with the wide white walls. It's just a nice size car. Now look, it looks like a big car, but it doesn't drive anything like a big car. It does have power steering. We talked about the power four-wheel disc brakes, but it's front-wheel drive, so it's really packaged nicely inside. For instance, like because the floor is nice and flat, because the transmission doesn't have to have a big tunnel to go through in the drive shaft and what have you, there's room in there for 6 people comfortably. So taking a couple people out, or a couple couples, or all the kids out, or go to dinner with some people, is so much fun in this car, and this is the car that they park up front, all right? I put the parade boot on there for you so you can see what it looks like. And for those of you that don't know what the parade boot means, this is when the princess, I never got to be the princess in the parade, which is a little bit of some of my childhood trauma that we'll talk about later, but not right now, because I'm not really sure why I didn't get picked. I don't know. But anyway, you would sit on this right here. The princess would be allowed to sit on that, and she would wave because it was nice and hard and painted the color of the car, so that she wouldn't fall inside the convertible top on the soft unit itself. So this here is a fiberglass color matched top, and again, it's called the parade boot, and it looks really sharp on here. Kind of cleans up the whole car. So we walk around the car a little bit, and we look at some of the styling of it. I just want to keep going if we could. I love this right here, the way the trunk dips in. Now listen, this is General Motors styling circa 1976, and we're not talking about the 70s having a lot of great style, period. We're talking about green shag rugs and things like that. This car was pretty cool, all right? This again is the last of the run, so it has some potential to be a collector car as well, not to mention the fuel injection and things like that we talked about. So come on back here, because it's really very tidy. Check out these right here, the reflectors that are in these tiny little, still kind of carrying over from the 50s vintage wings that were back then, but styled for today. These great cutouts for the taillights, the call out for the fuel injection. All right, and with the packaging of the front wheel drive, you could also get, believe it or not, a decent sized trunk, because inside the car is really big. I mean, 3 full-size couples fit in this car comfortably for hours. It's got a full-size spare tire. Check this stuff out, man. These are the original decals and jacking instructions inside the car. All the original panels are still in here. The trunk is nicely detailed. It's carpeted. Just a cool, cool car, and man, it drives nice. See, it pulls itself down perfectly. Looks very nice like that. And again, we look around at the style of the car, and it just has great body lines, great gaps, things like that. Stuff closes properly, doesn't hang off, it fits well. So really, really nicely done car. All right, let's take a peek under the hood, and we'll talk again about the packaging. Actually, everything is super easy to work on this car if you wanted to. Like, I'm touching all the spark plugs right now. The fuel injection system here, so there's no real carburetor to rebuild. Air conditioning system's been rebuilt. New alternator, got power steering. We talked about the power disc brake. Horns work, turn signals work, flashers work. You say, well, what's the big deal? Let's let those things work. They're supposed to. Well, you know what? 30 years later, a lot of stuff does not work. And you know what? When you buy a car outside of Flemings, a lot of those times you're not going to get all that stuff. Our price includes making sure the turn signals work, the brake lights work, We've changed the oil, the coolant's right, the brake fluid is fresh, you know, all those good things that are there. Plus the price includes free enclosed shipping and now includes a free 1-year warranty on the car. So we're the only classic car dealer in the country who's allowed to put a 1-year warranty on the car by the efficient checkout that we do on every car. So the warranty company approves the way we inspect the cars and the work that we do to them and how much we spend on them, and therefore they're willing to go ahead and put a 1-year warranty on them. So that's pretty cool when you think about it. Okay, this is kind of cool. This is what I love so much about these cars is, first off, I have the headlights on just because we do the old kind of thing here. Okay, but like check this stuff out. This is a car that seats and all these nice things too, like the power seats work. Okay, like the tilt wheel works. This is kind of cool too because it has telescopic steering wheel as well. So you can get the car just the way you want. This was a real luxury car during its time. I really don't think there was any other options that were available on any car out there that it made it any better. This is cool, check this out, all right? 8-track tape player still in the dash. Really, just a nice little touch. And it works. That's really cool. Okay, we have 2 Cadillac emblems that go right here. I apologize, they're not on the dash right now, but they'll be on there. And then this will be all touched up and it'll look really nice inside. Anyway, we talked about power seats, power windows. This has delay wipers, climate control over here, cruise control. Okay, even the light that says it's on is working. I mean, just little stuff like that. And then this is kind of nice too, because with the fuel injection, you don't have to pump the gas or anything. Fires right up and off you go. I can feel the cold air blowing out. It's a little sticky out here today, but the cold air is really nice. Now normally we rev these cars up so you can hear how loud and how proud they sound, but the truth of the matter is, like this car here, if you want it to be a little louder, we'll just add dual exhaust to it. But if you like the silent luxury that you get here, and it's just quiet, man. It's just nice. You know, in closing up the video of these cars, I love these things. I don't know why people say, wow, that's a really big car. And then, you know, they get in and they go, wow, this is a really nice driving car. And that's exactly what happens to you. Until you drive one of these things, they are a dream to drive. They're comfortable. All the accoutrements that you get with it are really, really nice. Power seats and all that stuff. Even right here, there's a thermometer. You can look right through the window to see how hot it is outside. So that's some really cool stuff in circa 1976. And again, we talked about the power 4-wheel disc brakes and power steering and air conditioning. And I don't know, I just ramble on. But when you think about collector cars and a car that's built for the last year that it was available, and it has virtually every option you could ever get with great colors, they're usually an awesome, awesome buy. So anyway, call us 301-816-1000. We'll tell you all about this 76 Eldorado convertible.